of 100. I'm so excited. I woke up this morning and I was, I do a lot of inner work in my life. I tend to have a morning routine, which I can unpack another day. But today, part of it was just listening to something that expanded me. And it brought up the thought that I want to share with you today about how you can go faster by going slower. And I think for people who don't have a regulated nervous system or don't have any awareness that their nervous system is dysregulated or that life can be better than what they're used to, like me saying go slow sounds like punishment. It sounds bad. It sounds like, what the heck? She doesn't know what she's talking about. In society, we were taught to work harder, do more, put in more hours, sleep in a little less, do whatever you have to do to get it done. The thing about it is that eventually you burn out, you get tired, you run out. Like, we are not built to go 24/7. When I say go slower to go faster, I'm saying you taking the time to slow down your speech allows you to think through what you're saying. You taking the time to slow down while you're working instead of going at it mentally and harder and just finding a way that's more efficient or smarter literally can get the project done in a better way a lot quicker. In relationships, like your partner says something, you get triggered. We are taught to just react and respond. And again, if you slow it down and you receive what they're saying, just taking a breath 9 times out of 10 keeps you from lashing out and popping off. I'm Dominican. I was taught to just react. He's wrong, I'm right. This is how you do it. Y'all, the progress that I have made in my life in the last couple of years has literally come from slowing down, from taking the time to breathe, from taking the time to sleep, from taking the time to think, from taking the time to even sit with a question. Instead of having to get the answer, sometimes I outgrow the question and I just let it go. The idea of speed literally comes from scarcity. You think you're going to run out of time, so it's like I have to get there faster. You think you're going to run out of money, so you have to make it faster. Everything that your mind tells you you have to speed up for is actually the opposite. I know time is a finite resource, but a lot of times we're wasting more time like running on the treadmill, doing the same thing over and over again on crack times 1,000 instead of getting off the treadmill and taking one single step per day. That'll get you farther than standing in place running really fast. People who are wealthy literally have a slower like a slower pace when they speak, a slower demeanor. They take their time, they wake up early, they do things in order to maximize the time, but they're not doing more or working harder. It is not like, oh, I'm gonna go from 10,000 to 20,000 by working double the amount of hours. What if there's no more hours in the day? At some point you have to get off the treadmill and decide, what is it that I need to do? But in order for you to think, in order for you to connect with your wisdom, in order for you to receive a download, for you to pray, for you to just connect with yourself and understand what's coming up, you have to slow it down. You have to stop. There's this movie that's coming to mind and I don't remember what it's called. I think it's In Time or something, but it's with oh my God, I was going to say Justin Timberlake, but I know that's not the actor. I'm going to find it and I'll put it in the comments. But essentially, they were exchanging time as currency. And there was a very clear distinction of 9 districts. And the poorest ones, they were running out of time. And people, when their time ran out on their little clock on their hand, they would just drop dead. And it came that in the poorest little district, people were dropping dead all the time. They were working so hard and they were exchanging and stealing time from people because that was their currency. They were going to die of poverty, right? But where people were rich, where they had unlimited time or thousands and thousands of hours, they were taking it really slow. They were savoring their food. They were literally, that's how you could tell the difference between a poor person and a rich person. The poor person was in a rush, trying to get somewhere, rushing to live. The rich person was slowing it down and just living, just existing. And I thought that movie was really symbolic because I feel like that's how most of us live. And I used to too, right? For a very long time in my life, I was doing 16-hour days, working weekends and holidays and having multiple jobs and doing all the things. And now I'm still busy. I have a business, I have a job, I have a social life, I'm dating, I have a family. There's so many things in my life all at once. But the reason I'm not drowning, I slow down and I'm present with all of it. When I'm at work, I work, but not in my head. I literally put on music in my earphones and I tune in, and I know what I'm doing. It's just an act of repeating it. It's like driving this car. I don't have to think about it. It's already embodied, right? Time with my family. Turn off my phone. I hang out with my mom and dad while they're still here, with my sister, my brother, friends, same thing. Dating, same thing. Like my business. I love what I do. Like even this in creating is so exciting for me. But I am fully present with it. I am slowing down in order to do this. If I was worried about traffic and oh my god, I'm running late, and my boss, and what about this deadline? Y'all, do you really think I could be here talking about slowing it down and being present? Anyways, that's my rant for the morning. I could go so much deeper. I'll say this, a lot of people don't know how to slow down. So over the next 100 days, since I have all this time to share with you, I want to teach you some techniques of how to do it, how to breathe, how to do breath work, how to meditate, how to get into your body, how to turn off the mental noise. If you can visualize your mind like as a police department, literally killing every dream and everything you want to do because you've given it too much power, you got to take your power back, honey. You still need containment. You still need protection. You still need the mental police, quote unquote. But you got to take your power back, and your power is not in your mind. You're never going to run out of questions. You're never going to run out of problems. You're never going to run out of issues. You can just decide to suspend it for a minute, slow it down, take a breath, and then come from that place of yours that already knows you're going to be okay